Hello everyone, my name is Sandleford. Botanist Cool. Today I'm here with the Ace Attorney expert herself.
Katie.
Now, Katie knows everything about Ace Attorney. She is the one and only Ace Attorney expert. I asked her where we were at, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Steph, we're at that case." I'm like, "Oh no." Oh fuck! Wait, hold on. I forgot what the line was. I was gonna do the Patrick impression. Fuck. I guess you're going to miss the panty raid. Yeah, that was it. It was a fun old joke.
I'm gonna say that Patrick got a little effeminate. You did a good one.
Oh damn! I got effeminate. I got effeminate.
Not effeminate. Like you began to talk more like Maximilian Pegasus a little bit on that
Yugi boy.
Exactly that, but slightly lower.
Yugi boy, you're going to miss the panty raid.
Oh my goodness.
God damn it! You know Pegasus is only like 20.
It's always really fun. Like it's always annoying in anime when it's like, you know, like oh, this young character is actually super old, so it's fine to like whatever. It's always very funny. But it's funny when you hit, it is very funny when you hit a certain age where it's just like this character is like adult, but it's like there's like you would think Pegasus is like 40.
Yeah, you wanna know who the oldest character? Because I read a of course excluding like Yami because he's an Egyptian pharaoh. In that first season, in that whole arc, the oldest character was actually Bandit Keith at like 26, 27. Everyone else was a lot younger. Apparently Kai was like 18 or some shit. Like, seriously, it's absolutely wild. Yeah, he's 18 in that part.
Yeah, it's annoying when you have like young-looking characters secretly be old. But it's very funny when you have old-looking characters are actually young.
Are we gonna have? I'm curious. In this game, are we gonna have a character who I could give the Maximilian Pegasus voice to?
Let me mentally do a scan.
Yeah.
Of faces. I'm trying to remember. Not without forcing it, really.
Damn it! I know we had one or two
maybe
last
an
game.
35. But...
Okay, AA5. I know. Last game we had a the last trilogy. There was a character too we could do that with. Fucking Bird again! God damn
Welcome
it!
back, Bird. I love you.
What are we on now? Alright, we talked to you. What were we about to do now? Hold on. We got the history.
I had some fingerprinting done. I don't remember anything else.
No, yeah, neither do I. Oh, detention center. Fair enough.
Oh, are we finally meeting our defendant?
We're finally meeting the defendant.
Alright.
God, I have to make a voice for this snot-nosed kid, huh? God, what voice do I give him? Sorry, meeting hours today are all done. Oh shit, am I meeting him? Oh, we still have 3 minutes! I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him. Father? Oh.
Father? You mean like a priest?
Trucy. Trucy's so funny, I love her. I mean, the suspect's father. Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kataki himself. Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kataki. Not someone I care to meet. Fuck, which one is this? Is this Mr. Big Wig Wins himself or the...
I don't remember, so...
I'm gonna guess it's a kid. Well, die, you! You're the one on your way out, old!
Oh. I guess it's...
Oh, they're here. Oh, shit! Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? It's the fucking house husband! It's the Yakuza house husband! I love it! I mean, he's gotta have a deep, deep voice, right?
Yeah, give him like a Godfather voice.
You want me to go Italian on this Japanese man?
Yeah, why not? We're in Japanifornia, anything's possible.
Japan, you know what? Fucking fair. You walk his lawyer. Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wins Kataki, fourth head of the Kataki family. Okay, yeah, you know what? He fucking has a capiche. Well, I'm a Big Wins Kataki, fourth head of the Kataki family. Capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son, Mr. Justice. Yes. My son's innocent. He killed no one. But if he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You learn though, even when the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. Should I give him also an Italian accent? Panda, hello! Is this the Godfather from Wish? Wish.com, order Godfather. Hello, Panda, how are you? This is Mr. Kataki himself. What's the big idea, old man? Oh, what's up?
No, never mind.
You can't treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I wanted to go out to the clique. I liked it here. You must be wild. I want to punch this kid so fucking much. This fucking...
Look at his little ears in his hair.
Fucking Kiryu? What's a Kiryu? Kiryu? What's a Kiryu? Hold on, Kiryu. I'm looking up Kiryu real quick. This guy reminds me of a Pokemon. Which Pokemon is it? Oh, this is... there's a Pokemon with red hair. Fuck, I thought that'd help me at all, is it? With red and gold hair. That's not helping at all. I just see pictures of Silver from Pokemon Silver. There's this fucking like lion Pokemon, if I recall correctly, that has the same fucking hair.
Fennekin?
Not Fennekin, it's a lion, not like a fox. Fire lion Pokemon?
I mean, I would think Fennekin just because
Pyroar.
like they foxes, but...
Pyroar. This dude looks like a wannabe Pyroar. Like, it looks like he's just like, I like Pyroar, I'm gonna make my hair like Pyroar.
I suppose.
You suppose? Whenever I make a connection, Katie's like, you know, Steph, you're kind of out there, bud. I'm like, you know, fair enough.
No, it's different than what I had. Oh, wait, what's the pre-evolved form of Pyroar?
Oh, that's a good question. Pyroar pre-evolution. It is Latio.
Latio.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like right in the middle there. He's got the swirled mohawk.
Yeah, he's like right in the middle of Latio and Pyroar. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, give him some. What the? You have the Italian Godfather. Kiryu's the guy from the Yakuza games. I've never played a Yakuza game, I'm not gonna lie. You have this Italian Godfather, Japanese Yakuza man. And then you have this wannabe punk kid from South Florida.
Yeah. I mean, clearly in the Japanese version of the game, it was Yakuza.
Yeah!
But at the time this was ported over, it was Japanifornia.
Yeah.
They're not assuming you know what the Yakuza is.
Yeah. The older dude reminds me of actually Tachan from the Yakuza House Husband show, which is one of my favorite live-action adaptations from a manga, if not my favorite. A G's not a G. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. You'll see when I get out of here, things will change. Silence. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Is he, though? Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me. I don't need no trial. I did it. Oh my god, don't yell that, please. Oh my god, you're making my life miserable. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. So much for talking to our client.
We made so much progress today. We even found my clothing. I had fun at least.
Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial?
Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. So I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
Oh my god, I can see a magic trick. Hell yeah. We were that close to finishing last time? I can't believe it. Why is she dressed up like she's LARPing? Well, Ace Attorney characters are always dressed up really funky like. But
Trucy has A+ character design in IMO.
She does, because she is a magician after all.
Yeah, she is actually a magician.
That is her job. I love, oh wait, because he's next. I love how I love her character design. It is so good. We don't get to see the magic show? God damn it.
Nope, we don't get cutscenes yet. Gotta wait until Ace Attorney 3, or
5.
Yeah, 5.
Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today?
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Was he injured on the foot back in the original game, or just a random foot injury from the past? I mean, the man did hit his head against a light pole at like Mach 10 and survived.
Yeah, like, who knows? My man's been through a lot. He's eaten glass.
That was laced with poison.
He's been punched. He's fallen off a burning bridge into raging currents in a river.
Some guy hitting like fire extinguisher on his head.
He's been through a lot, my boy.
Mr. Red, White made him black and blue. That's a good joke, Steph. Fuck yeah. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Trucy's the real defense attorney. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training.
Fuck, who's this?
I think it's, Walkie.
Yeah, that's what... I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G, see if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really, no. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between you and me, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G. God, I want to punch this kid so much. I just want to punch him. Can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. What are you fucking you? This man out here in like some custom ass designer jacket with like crazy ass super done up hair and like the blue bandit shirt. Like this kid could never survive in the pen, which is I just want to punch him though. I do. He has such a punchable face. He really does. Katie, I hate him.
That's so funny.
Why?
I always thought. I vaguely remember playing the first time and just thinking he was funny. Just like, look at this little punk. What does he think he's doing? He's hilarious.
Yeah, I wanna, yeah. He'd actually be in juvie, wouldn't he? You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Thank you. His name's just Big Wins, I love it.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fear is realized. The trial. What are you getting into a fighting stance for?
Like I said, this guy, he tickles me.
I just
Just look at him.
Yeah, he looks like a snot-nosed punk.
Cause he is. That's exactly what he is, it's the thing. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He looks like every anime character I want to punch.
He wants to be cool with it, even though he's lived a sheltered life.
Yeah, he's The trial's starting and I haven't even had a real talk with my client. I don't think we're getting that talk justice. This guy, yeah. Oh, right, I was practicing Clavier's voice too. Court is now set for a trial of walkie-talkie. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll there, no. Fuck, I had it before. I had it like a week ago.
Oh, Perry the Platypus.
Perry the Platypus! Ready to rock and roll there, Judge! I mean, his actions make a good argument for pleading insanity. You know what? That's a good point, Lord Falconis. Hold on. Oh, I had the voice for him. Nope. Fuck, I keep going to the French. That's the problem.
Just go Rockstar and then let the German happen or not.
Rockstar. What does a Rockstar sound like?
I don't know, man. Do you think I can do voice acting?
I mean, hold on.
All my voices sound the same.
Panda Fox is currently on a streak. Hell yeah, Panda. You know what? Actually, hold on. You said there's voices clips of Clavier's voice, right?
Somewhere you could listen to his Japanese. He sings his theme song in Japanese.
Hold on. I am going to here.
But it doesn't have the German in it, like at
That's
all.
fine. As long as I have like a basis
I'm
for what
sure
his
there's
voice will
voice
be.
clips somewhere, but I don't know.
There's specific characters that use that voice. Wow, so someone's VAing him, making him super smooth. He's like, oh yeah, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. Like, okay, yeah, he sounds very smooth there.
He is a bit of a ladies' man.
And I did give his brother kind of a like really poshy voice, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I didn't want to give anything away, so I didn't give much pointers because I was like, posh is the direction to go.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So for him, it's hard because I know exactly what he's like. I know nothing about voice acting or accents or anything, so it's like I can't tell. Like, it's more of a I'll know it when I hear it.
Let's start with his brother's voice, right? So, and then we're gonna go from there, right? You know, so like, I believe this was what's his brother's name?
Christoph.
I believe this was Christoph's voice. But let's get a little bit more rocky rolly. Kind of a little. Nope, we're kind of going through here. Ready to rock and roll here, Judge.
Yeah, we'll just find it.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah. That's not a good. That's not a bad one to start with.
I know, so and not only that, they keep comparing him to a prince, and that's kind of regally. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor.
It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, ja? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, our judge. I wouldn't miss the day in court. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, Ja. How could I pass up the chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It's not horrible, but it sounds very similar to my normal voices.
Yeah, it's good. But I do like it better than like just like very, very German.
The cadence is right. The voice is not right.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
I feel like you'll get the voice.
Yeah.
You'll, like the cadence is the most important part.
Yeah. It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking. In the air of the courtroom, is the air in the courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Air Judge. You're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. No fucking fair. Action, baby! Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on. Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down. To prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim. I fucking. This guy just reminds me of Morris every time.
So this whole thing is like, I love their dynamic because like you have kind of like, it's not quite the opposite of Phoenix and Edgeworth, but it almost is, in that you have one person who's absolutely ridiculous, and then you have the straight man who's just like, what is this other person doing?
The one thing the media gets wrong about courts is that they're always full during trials, and that's not the case unless it's a high-profile case. You know what? All I'm saying is that, to the best of my knowledge, courtrooms are literally just theaters. That's it. They're just theaters for people to have fun and see shit. I
barely escaped jury duty. I was almost. Well, I mean, I wasn't called up or anything, but like I was there, and it like went past the 3 days because, which was annoying. But Go on. Sorry. They did let us go one day, but it was just like. It was annoying because like everyone was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like we have to come back again. But yeah, no, it was. I don't think it was it just seemed like boring and repetitive. Yeah. If the rest of the case went the way jury selection went.
I ended up getting a letter for jury duty twice, literally like a week apart from each other. Essentially, like I got the first letter. I was not called up for jury duty. It was literally like the day before. Actually, the funny thing was, I was actually looking forward to jury duty because that was the time when I was not going to work because of my legs. I was like, you know what? I get jury duty, at least I get to see people and hear things. And they're like, well, you don't actually get to go to jury duty. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And like a week later, I got another letter. It's like, in a month, you got to go to jury duty. It's like, okay, cool, I guess. And then I called, because you have to call back this whole number to be like, hey, this is your number. Your number's like 405 or whatever. And the automated message will say, if your number is between 1 and 175, come in. If not, you're good. So I avoided both of those, which was its thing. The victim, Paul Mercatus, director of the Mercatus Clinic. The scene in People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Stealing it, duh.
Times are hard.
Yeah. Edgeworth is the goat. Edgeworth is the goat. Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it is undeniable truth that he shot the victim. No, I'm kind of going fucking radio announcer there. What do you mean undeniable? Oh, I've been called 4 times, haven't served yet. Nice. This guy, oh man, Clavia, you are a flirt.
Yeah, that's that is also the opposite dynamic in that, like, Apollo is like, I don't know, your brother, like, was kind of a whole thing. I don't know about you, you're weird. And meanwhile, Clavier's like, bestie, hug, I missed you.
Bestie.
And that's literally their dynamic until the end of time, is Apollo just being like, this guy again, and then Clavier being like, it's you, hi, how you doing, how's my hair look?
Being a litigation paralegal also keeps me from serving. I'm not exempt from being called, but no counsel is going to want a paralegal on their panel. Fair enough. Okay, let me get back to the voice. Okay, we're going back to...
That is funny, like, you should kind of just get an exemption at that rate, because, like, no one is gonna call. Like, who's gonna be like, and I'll have to take the paralegal.
There was this guy who posted on Tumblr or Twitter or whatever it was, and it's just like, whenever my professor got called out for jury duty, he'd bring a copy of the Communist Manifesto to read while they were choosing out the jury people. And he would never get called to actually be part of the jury. He would just be reading the Communist Manifesto loud and proud. And
That's
I'm like,
funny.
that's fucking brilliant. You know? Oh. Alright. So I got it. I'm gonna crack every back.
You probably could just, like, you know, if you wanted to be like that, you could probably just be like, I'll be a problem. Why? Because I don't want to, and I'll get him guilty just cause. Like, I feel like if you say that, it's like, yeah, it's annoying, but this isn't a movie where they're gonna put you on the panel to teach you a lesson. Like, they're gonna want to defend the client, they're gonna kick you off. You know? I can't imagine they'd keep you if you were just like, I'm just gonna make a stink about this.
Yeah. Problem is that people in the legal industry have knowledge that the average Joe doesn't have, so they don't want to... Yeah, that's valid. That's absolutely valid.
Yeah, like, that was, like, that part always confused me about, like, the fact that, like, I do know why you're not supposed to, like, Google or look things up, but, like, the fact that, like, it's very hard to fact check always confused me. Like, I know there's probably ways to do it, but... Like, I remember reading about a case where, like, what happened is, like, someone, like, on the witness stand was, like, saying that their tattoo was, like, a union tattoo or something, and, like, another... or, like, a job tattoo or something, and, like, someone who was part of that occupation in the jury was like, that doesn't seem right. So they Googled it, and they were lying about it.
Oh, damn.
But the case got thrown out because he Googled it.
Oh, wow. Alright, let's try again. Whew. If you're to glare at anyone, Air Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. I pressed the wrong button. Me gets called for jury duty. Your time has come, old friend. Draws everyone in the room as a furry. No! Go in your fursuit to jury duty, see if they get you, allow you in. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. No. Very well. Well, please admit the witness to the court. God, you're smooth. Nine, not yet.
Just the air guitar.
I love it. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear, I could see the guitar there for a second.
Go back to the voice. I'm gonna find it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it.
Don't worry too much. Like, the cadence was fine, so...
The cadence is fine, but I gotta find it. Trucy's just fucking starstruck. She is. She is.
I mean, Trucy is just my voice, so, like, who can... like, about the,
Lord Falcon is saying she's starstruck with Clavier.
Yeah, I was saying for voice line, and then I was gonna say, yeah, she is totally starstruck.
Clavier is probably the most honest prosecutor in the entire series.
Clavier is objectively like the best prosecutor to go against. He doesn't take anything out on the defense. He's not nasty about it.
He doesn't throw his hallowed chassis
doesn't
all around.
He doesn't hold the defense accountable, even when he thinks that they're defending someone guilty. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, Edgeworth, especially now, will like not cheat or anything. Like, you know, he does his job, but he's also like gonna backhand you with his words, right? Clavier's just like, look at that face. That angelic face.
He doesn't pull dirty shit like Edgy did in AA1. Yeah, for sure. Back to the cadence. All right, here's the cadence. The motivator judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of Maricata's clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh? But what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right?
I always say that on the stage, you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Yeah, words. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will not hear from the defendant concerning his motive for the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant's walkie, are you?
I'm your son, old man. You step to a Kentucky, you best be prepared to step strong. Back to the voice, okay, we're kind of at that point, all right. You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail.
Gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts.
He does. It's not his guts I'm worried about.
Well, the court will now hear the testimony of the defendant's motive from the defendant himself.
Apollo, you need to prepare your clients better. Man, this punk-ass kid would not let us even prepare him. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed with my OP something bad. Your OP? Your operation. You messed up my original poster. You messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his bad that night. Know what I'm saying?
You're saying you're one of the victim's patients.
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street, true that. I'll tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. If Paul was a proper attorney, he'd be kicking this nut to the curb right about now. I mean, hey, listen, Papa Kataki's been threatening our life too. We're kind of screwed, bud.
I mean, not to mention that, like, you can still be the defense attorney for someone pleading guilty.
Yeah.
That's still a thing that's needed.
First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, pointy locks? Just who do you think you are? Your lawyer. Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor besides you, I mean? You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind, did what had to be done, straight gangster style.
But why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen a while I drop that J-Man. J-Man. Judge Man. So you were a patient at the Maricata's clinic half a year ago. For what reason? And what you might call a mark of honor. Get back into the voice. All right, there we go. Can you explain precisely what that's what? Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivali's family, the rival family. That's when I pulled out a jack move. Oh shit, dude got shot. Jesus Christ. The punk got shot.
Sure did.
And ran to an ambush. G busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
So you were carried to the Botanist Cool from there.
Apparently he was shot in the heart.
And you're too bright.
You give love a bad name. I can't do the air guitar as sexy as Clavier can. I'm sorry, everybody. I wish I could. But yeah, anyways. Shot in the heart and he's still alive?
I can catch a bullet between my teeth.
No.
But I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I bet I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't it all. That ain't all of it, Holmes. For the words, see ya bye. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad.
It sounds as though our doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me.
Not hard, dude.
I know, right? So, this bullet is still... You know it is, I can still feel it. Right in there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit songs.
Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice.
Word, J-Man. Wasn't no accident, that's for shizzle. For shizzle? How long has it been since I've heard for shizzle? That had to be mid-2000s. Okay, you know what? This game was like mid-2000s, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
See that there were issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. How's the bullet just stop short inside? Man, I don't know.
I mean, it has to go through skin and potentially bone.
That's true. And muscle.
And like muscle, skin, a bunch of like fat stuff. It has to go through things.
Maybe
so.
his custom tailored jacket that's like pink and yellow also had like a little bit of bulletproofing. Because he's in the Yakuza. He expects to be shot.
Yeah, it's not impossible, I don't think. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Fix your posture, everyone. Ugh.
But why did this mistake only come out to like that day?
Time to leave for work. Talk to you later, Lord Falconis. If anything fun legally happens and you do a really cool case where you as a paralegal have to defend your like client because for some reason your other person can't do it and then you have to go in and say objection all the time, tell us, all right?
Tell us how many parrots you cross-examined.
That's the important one. Tell us how many animals you have to cross-examine while during your case. That is an important one. I do personal injury. I get no fun cases. Damn, that sucks. Well, tell us how many parrots you have to cross-examine for the personal injury cases. See, I bought this parrot from Petco, and it came in and pecked my ear off. I'm suing Petco. It was found during the family health checkup. The family health checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All those G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. I'll let you know if we ever get a depose on the parrot. Thank you. Better to die young than fade away, Bizoy. Bizoy? What the f- Bizoy? Bizoy? A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Mercatus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way, that's whacked. There is proof. Your checkup reports. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started.
Started.
We've had enough of this warm-up act, Ja. Time to hear from the witness.
Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden.
Actually, I'm starting to get into this voice. I'm thinking it's actually pretty okay. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Who the what? So, you will let us...
this is the character I don't like. I'm just gonna say that straight up.
So, you will tell us your name and occupation. He's not nerdy enough to sound like a fucking nerd, but he's also wearing his like graduation gear after his graduation in a court.
His name is Wesley Stickler.
That's a good fucking point. But it doesn't sound like that's the well, actually. It sounds like he's
His pursed little lips. I want to punch him in the...
My name is Wesley Stickler. Ooh, there we go. By occupation, I take it you refer to the profit society at large and support the livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of that identity, which is commonly attached to the notion of occupation. And once we have accepted this reality, we know that our confusion is not just stuff, but derives from instead the vagueness inherent of the representations through... By which he means to say he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with the curiosity of all things, I spend my days in pursuit of the truth, owning my... Get back into the voice. Okay.
I'm surprised it's engineering, like, the way he's whacked it. I would have definitely assumed philosophy major.
Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity at the case of the to the case at hand today.
Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court of what you saw on the night of the crime.
Can we arrest him for being a fucking idiot?
Not yet.
Oh god damn it! Fuck! I can't. Am I never gonna be able to read this guy's fucking shit because he starts and just automatically goes? Why does he look like a mega church preacher? I mean, it's his pose. He looks like he's about to preach the Holy Bible at this point.
I feel like he was even more insufferable in his sprite art. Like his like there's let me see. I
mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of want to punch him too, don't get me wrong. I think I want to punch pretty much everyone here except for Clavier and Trucy. And maybe Apollo if he's lucky. At night, I passed through the park on the way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot, the bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front square in the forehead.
Was there anyone else in the park at the time?
I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. Oh, you had to fucking do a dramatic...
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. The pistol with the pistol weapons. Oh, I gotta get back into the cadence, fuck. The pistol our witness refers to is this.
The court accepts this evidence.
2 rounds were fired, fingerprints were in.
Everyone suggests that you will cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness?
That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before.
Hmm. It might be Mercatus. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Fingerprints were wiped. Okay, so we can't do anything about that. Okay, I was like, no clues here. Ooh.
Right at your face.
Whoa! Don't point that thing at me.
Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns.
No, you can't.
Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of.
No. Very reassuring. I thought we were gonna get a ballistics mark kind of comment again. You know, they're the fingerprints of bullets. Brilliant.
Right. I think I've mentioned this before, but my favorite line in an Ace Attorney fic that I've ever read is like someone was like talking about fingerprints and someone was like, ah yes, the ballistic markings of the hand.
Yeah. That's so good though. Alright, so there's nothing on here. I was like, maybe there's something here. I was hoping for like, maybe I could cock the gun back and find the bullet in there, or take the magazine out and see what's happening there, but no. On the way home from shopping, you say? Why go through the park? Ah, a fascinating inquiry. Revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. On average, it requires me 3 minutes 24 seconds to complete one. There go. The time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes 48 seconds. However, in the case that the questions are in the verbal category, admittedly, that's enough. Enough. I get the idea.
Mr. Justice, the court hopes you finish your cross-examination sometime this month.
That's not my fault! I'm gonna get his voice. I just gotta get the cadence down. I'm getting it down. I'm gonna get it down. Ah, yes, this is how his brother talked, and add a little more energy to it, a little higher, and I think we've got... Please, I have a recording book after this trial.
That's my show to perform.
Gee, sorry, you're all so busy. It's not my fault, assholes. Were these men talking by any chance? Ah, now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, you lied to me, oh, and I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine, pal. It's just as our defendant claims. I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart.
If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony.
Sounds like you heard them clearly enough to me. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? But what now? To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear it on my diploma. What's the difference? And this other man, who was he? All I'm gonna say is that That's gonna come up. That's gonna come up later on. That's gonna be our deciding like fact. That's gonna be it. How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crimes took place at night. It would have been too dark. Perhaps I was remiss in not mention this earlier. Huh? You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. I'm surprised it doesn't sit right up front. Holy shit, actually. You know why? Who cares? Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes.
And this was your testimony how?
I mentioned this to illustrate my predisposition to which is perfect. It was dark, you say, yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night. I feel like he's the murderer now. It is a hard, immutable fact.
He sure is confident.
He seems to be telling the truth, too. Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one submitted as evidence? Am I sure? Surely you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say. Huh? Yet, I'm no common witness. I see not only the events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. I could actually see into the fourth wall and through time itself because... Oh, fuck. He's actually gonna be doing stupid shit.
Exactly.
It was indeed object... Oh, God.
I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly.
My badge for a normal witness. Yet the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. Now, if I recall correctly, this dude died from like... Oh, never mind. Cause of death, a single bullet to the right temple. That is in the brain. Are you absolutely certain only one shot was fired? Yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask? Oh, okay, I got it. Aha, contradiction, finally. Mr. Stickler, according to the court... Mr. Stickler, according to the court records, the pistol was fired twice. A clear contra... Good eyes there, Justice. You're... Get back into the voice. You gotta do a little bit of training. And make it higher, a little more energetic. Good eyes there, Justice. You're cool, real cool.
Do you want to go on a date later?
You think so? Yet there's more reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night.
Meaning?
This pistol came from the Kitaki family mansion, Ja? I think that it's not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. During perhaps another altercation. He's got a point.
Judging from his smug expression, I'd say Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready even before you spotted the problem.
He seems pretty confident in his testimony.
We always make the biggest mistakes when we're at our most confident. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it.
Right. Better give that testimony another listen. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot, the bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Does the temple... Are they gonna be like such assholes as like square in the forehead is different from the temple? Let's see what we got here. Is there anything on this for chance? No. Square is the word. Wearing walkie. Well, we do have Walkie's prints on the shiv. Why are her pants evidence? It's listen. We also have these ones.
We all just have to power through this case together.
Yeah.
Also, Trucy, like, again, if Trucy was older, her magically pulling stuff out of a pair of bloomers, very funny. Like, if she was just older.
Yeah. Nope. Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
You sure about that?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Justice.
Shit. That didn't go so well. I feel like this game is petty enough to basically be the temples, not the forehead. Objection! It was!
Sure was.
Whew. That's all of it. I think I have a chance. Get back to the voice and hit up a little bit more energy. And is that you relaxing, I see, Air Justice? Objection!
Once it's squared off, Mr. Justice.
Hollow, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. You can't use up all your objections at once.
Right, look at this.
The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right, a problem. Problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound.
The location.
You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not?
I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of the geometrical absolute. What do you mean by this? For example, the deflection of the matter, the wavelength of the light is emitted from the krypton.
I'm gonna fucking murder you. Holy shit. I hate this man. What is this krypton particle bullshit?
Mr. Justice.
Yes.
What's your objection to these,
Krypton particle things. This is the time, and you are obsessed with something so small, you disappoint me. No. I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here.
Do tell.
Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple.
Temple?
Mr. Stigler, you said quite clearly the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It is, right? Finally. Hair Justice, oh, Hair Justice. Yes. Go back to the voice and add a little bit more energy. Ah, there we go. Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was the wrong place according to this testimony.
Yeah.
Fucking, what the hell is happening to his eyes? Hey, hair, forehead. Forehead? Let us imagine you're walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, hair, forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout stop. And you, Fräulein?
Me? Well, I'd probably scream, eek!
And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ah! The victim turned his head at the last moment.
Ah, yes, thank you for jogging my memory.
It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required.
As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two, I cried with composure.
Yeah, bullshit.
The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon the cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing his pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
I see, so you attempted to stop the crime.
Indeed, with composure.
Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he had shouted like that.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Back to his voice and get a little more energy. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as you can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple as in the report.
That does seem to be the case.
Witness the power of a junior in IV Department of Science.
Moment of justice, you may cross-examine the witness.
God damn it.
So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened?
It can be said we students of the IV University have no fear.
Oh, come.
The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action.
That was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot.
Eh?
You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left me a witness behind.
It actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger.
Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed.
Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice?
They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park.
And the victim responded to that clarion call.
Quite.
Did you hear the gunshots at the same time the victim turned?
Indeed, I would say about the same time to be precise.
And when the victim didn't ask for your help?
It can be said that he didn't have the time to ask. He didn't even have the time to take a single step.
I'm totally sure the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him.
Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly?
He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed.
He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked, a common tale but true.
Unfortunately, before I could take further action,
You didn't try to apprehend the criminal?
it all happened so fast I'm afraid I had the time.
Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
What?
Killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it away right away.
Good, that's right, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something we didn't find.
Fingerprints. Find something. Find what?
I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go.
Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now?
At least the testimony's getting a little clearer.
She's right. Maybe I could find something to use in this new testimony. Yeah, he couldn't have, the fingerprints could not have been wiped if it wasn't, he just threw it away. Wait a second.
Tish, another misleading request. Yet you are so beholden to your own mode of discourse you couldn't see how it affects you.
Come again?
Wait a second, you say a second. Are we intended to wait just a single second? 160.
I swear to fucking God, dude.
Do you see why, in comparison, I'm like, thank God we're talking to Walkie now?
Yeah, I mean, I see why Walkie's better than this.
Do you see why every time we thinking back, I'm like, oh, like whenever Walkie appears, it's like, oh, thank God. We're not talking to this guy. We're talking to Walkie.
Gloves go, Burr. Gloves go. I swear to God.
And hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes, 35 seconds...
Mr. Justice,
Yes, Your Honor.
I must understand you're objecting to the length of a second.
Yes, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
Ah, a common ploy made by the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints.
Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun's footprints. Words.
Get to the voice, add a little bit of energy. Ah, there we go. Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there.
Not little.
Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein?
Eh?
What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo.
Oh, Mr. Justice.
Could the killer have been wearing gloves? No way. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have time to wipe the pistol.
That may be, but it does not change what I saw. A killer, the defendant, he threw down the murder weapon from his hand and fled. And the special was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this is the weapon he disposed of.
That sounds solid to me. Well, therefore, had any of your precious objections?
Gibbs, Apollo, let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
What do you mean nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious? Yes, gotta present the knife, I get it.
When he restated what he saw just now, he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Walkie threw away.
You're right.
He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. Must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Well, it can't be said I'm quite offended. Well, it has indeed been true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter of my own blood. It was she. What? What?
Oh dear.
What is wrong with this guy? Holy shit! He has to be the murderer! Oh my god! Let me read that. Let me read that real quick. Hold on. While it is indeed true that I once in my youth wrote a love letter in my own blood that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and for this the appellation poor might be well prefixed to my name, yet as for the issue at oh my god. Oh fucking hell. Ace Attorney cares, am I right?
What can I say? Say this or something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol...
Then it had to be
Thank you.
something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Oh, that smile off your pretty face, Gavin.
Perhaps you can inform the court of the nature of something else. What did the killer throw before fleeing the scene?
The knife. Or rather, the shiv.
Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night.
Great! Sleep deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime with the defendant's fingerprints on it.
His prints!
This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed.
Over forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh!
Indeed.
Never underestimate Gavin. Never underestimate Gavin is the lesson here.
This court of the opinion of the witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please.
It's always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop in the traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. And as if it were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better.
What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired.
It is 8:30. Let us get some water, use the restroom, take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys? I have to take a break from this guy's voice after all. See you guys in a second.
All right.
And we are back. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Don't want to deal with this guy. Let's do it.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor can I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police.
Oh, is that the cell phone we found?
Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Fair enough, actually. Why don't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when that occurred? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations.
Is that your big fucking thing, buddy? Just quadratic equations?
Hmm.
Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not?
No, Mr. Justice.
Better find a way to take this testimony down real quick. Which way did the killer run?
By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran the opposite direction from the Kentucky mansion. God damn it! Clavier, you son of a bitch. Achtung, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. How did he know that's where I was going? You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed the killing.
If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by chemical discovery that one's dropped from the flash from the lab room floor.
Oh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. She usually looks like she has something to say. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect...
What the fuck is that?
A perfect syllogism, a proof of 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite.
He actually looks like he's about to cry. I do want to see one thing about this fucking phone real quick. We can't do anything with it. Can you tell us in detail about those 10 minutes?
I stayed in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could have happened at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing.
Well, very nice. I'd like to think there would be a few people walking around.
So he just stood there watching, No one should go on there. Seriously, if you got something to say, by all means say it. Ugh. I'm having a problem with that testimony. Had enough at last there, forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit. No. The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor.
Opinion prosecutor Evan.
Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hits in my head.
Very well, we'll continue with the cross-examination.
Is there anything in the bucket, perchance? No. Idris is still the goat? I'm starting to like this Clav dude. Yeah, Clavier is growing on me for sure.
He's great.
I'm liking him. I'm liking him a lot. And I think I'm getting his voice better. Wait.
It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there.
Don't, there are bare wires hanging out.
Let's see. Zap. Eek.
What? Are you okay?
Just a little joke.
Don't scare me like that.
I mean, don't shock you? Zap.
That's funny, actually. I can't believe Mr. Wright just does live next to Gataki Mansion, basically. Anything fancy on here? I want to present the phone. I don't know how to. I feel like the phone's the answer. Because they did mention the cell phone. But at the same time, I'm trying to think, like, what is the answer here? Ramen, rice bowl.
I'm not gonna say anything in any particular way.
Yeah, fair enough. You know the answer.
I'm pretty sure I know
Soup.
the answer.
Isn't... Yeah, the present button, though, that can, screw you over and get you, like, some damage, basically. Anything else on here that I could use? Whoa, hold on.
These bloomers sure have a distinct design.
You certainly know who they belong to at a glance.
That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius.
The 1911 pistol. Wait, do you actually know what kind of pistol that is? It's always in 1911. What the fuck? What? I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Found the trash can at People Park. Maybe this could prove that there was no one else. It's an M1911? Oh my god. Yo, Panda knows pistols. Anything here that we could zoom in on? Let's save real quick. I am going to try presenting the bloomers. Nope. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Contradictory.
You sure about that? Yeah. Jesus. Only because it's a common model in films and games? Ah, got you. I don't know gun models, honestly. Fame has 5.7? I don't know what 5.7 is. Oops, wrong button. That's the modern version of the 1911. Gotcha. Wait a moment. What time did Phoenix get hit at? What time did Phoenix get hit at?
I don't know if we know.
No.
Do you want to load your save?
Yeah, basically. I was thinking, like, if we can prove that Phoenix Wright had gotten fucking yeeted into the park at that time, there should be someone else.
I'm good.
Do I have to press again?
Just keep going forward. Go forward. I guess it doesn't. I think you do have to press again at the end, maybe.
Yeah, let's try that. Can you tell us the... Yeah. Is that all? Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe there isn't anything left to unravel in the testimony after all. Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, head for head. You don't have enough to put Walkie away. Should I just back off now? Defense still has some questions that the man answers, Your Honor.
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin.
Oh, okay. Maybe I have to say yes, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Which is like a wild one.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's almost never the answer, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything either way because I have bias.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing fishy about this testimony at all.
It means that no objections to the witness's current testimony.
There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No! No!
Did you come to the end of the line here?
No, not that. That can't be all. How unfortunate it seems you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you aware, Forehead?
Well, this brings the cross-examination to close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant. Walkie-talkie.
Eek!
Whoa! Trucy!
Nobody move.
What's the meaning of this?
What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court, not yet.
Wait, are you one of the Katakis?
Sorry, anxious.
If you want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
That's a weird shaped head he's got.
What? This court will not build a mission on the likes of...
Herr Judge, I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman.
Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it.
Wait, how did he disappear so fast?
Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo.
So there's no choice but to adjourn for 20-minute recess. Better, customer serious man.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is.
You might.
Trucy! Trucy!
You moved quick, Apollo. Good show, good show.
Trucy, you're okay, I thought.
Don't cry, Apollo.
Ugh, those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else...
What the heck is that?
Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar.
I can't believe she got it to hold a fucking knife. Police doing absolutely nothing right. How is that
Yes,
different
I
from
am a big
normal?
Well, what do you think? Do you like it?
You mean Josie? There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here.
Huh?
Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son.
Well, this one he was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do?
Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
Trucy, no more stage abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling.
Oh, we have that.
Might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
You can see what he's feeling?
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
What was his fucking thing? All the times of a contradiction. I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember them exactly.
Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. Each time, there was a contradiction.
Flipping the page, really?
He said the man tossed aside a pistol. But turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction.
Well, it's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit.
Is his pinky out?
Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book.
Oh, how am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. How else do you think my daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
What?
I always sat next to daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling.
I mean, that's how Mr. Right won all those games?
It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. I wasn't there all the time either. Dad's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Great, so he cheated. What good does that do us? I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony, perceive the truth. The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose.
Not true. Daddy said so. He said that you have the power, Apollo.
Is it right said that? Watch a testimony, perceive his true feelings. I'm gonna have to fucking go through all these and just actually like mark down the mannerisms of each person. God damn it.
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was she said before the trial started? Oh yeah.
Old.
Is this what he meant by being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show the court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it.
Apollo,
You know what? I'm starting to think I could do this.
I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew in from the coast, and boy are my arms tired.
Right. She couldn't tell me that in the fucking courtroom?
Court is now back in session.
Right, we're fine.
I can say for the young lady standing next to you, Miss Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Would you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat?
Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that.
You settled that.
Yes, it was an, out of court settlement. Right. Get back the voice in. There we go. Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe that nothing. Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
I think he's on to me.
I wish he would stop being so cool.
Just want to kiss him.
I just want to take his face in my hands and smooch those lips. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination because I forgot to ask something.
This previous testimony. I will grant you the request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for the time.
Understood, Your Honor.
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
I knew it was the cell phone. I called that. I fucking called that. I fucking called it. You heard me.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Oh, right, this is new stuff. My ear hears what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Oh no, my Sharingan. What's this? Wait, what? Why is it based on your bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know that sounds crazy, but my bracelet's trying to tell me what the fuck?
It makes sense, trust me.
It does not! Is his bracelet like a spirit that's been called up by the fucking phase?
No, it's actually something that makes actual sense, so don't worry.
I'm calling bullshit.
Actually not. People tend to forget that his bracelet isn't magic.
What is his bracelet?
Just we'll get to it.
Okay. Is it a radio? So you
Don't
called
worry about it.
immediately after witnessing the murder.
The police undoubtedly recorded contrary check with him.
Wait, Apollo. This has to be it.
Wait, you mean this habit?
I forget Apollo. He isn't sure about something. He has a habit of fiddling with his book.
That happened like a moment ago. Holy shit. The only time he ever had his book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habits. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Now what?
It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. What the fuck? I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure how I get this focus stuff you're talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. You gonna touch my bracelet with R? Reacts to the testimony! What the fuck? What's going on? I can see the witness's face. His expression so clearly it's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else.
Apollo?
Trucy, what's happening to me?
This is what I meant by focusing.
Focusing. What the fuck
this-
is this Lord of
in
the
this
Rings
state, you can
bracelet,
see-
right?
You can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch. His habit. You remember it, right?
Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the pages of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. Your eyes are sort of bugging out.
Yeah, no shit! I bet they are.
First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand.
His hand.
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place.
She's right, I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint. The most punchable mouth right now.
Perfect, now you're ready. Really ready.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Perceive.
Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit.
Right, you mean when he fiddles with the pages.
That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive with R. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush.
Sounds like a true pokerhead's daughter.
I'm a magician, thank you very much.
So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers.
Don't worry if you miss it. You can always try again.
Right, look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice. I use my cell phone. I saw it just now. I could see it.
Mr. Darcy, I have something to say.
Oh,
All this banging on disc is quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Sticker, allow me to ask you a question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm curious about the cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask? Mr. Stickler, please, show me your cell phone.
Why? What number for?
Show me and you'll find out.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see.
You don't have it.
Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone?
Yeah, where did you get that?
That's a phone from yesterday.
Fucking called it. Yeah. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
This cell phone was found yesterday in the Maricatus Clinic garage.
Mechanics. Why? That's where the victim lived.
It's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied on the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? Oh my god.
It's true, I didn't have my cell phone with me that night. It's why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone.
Payphone. You wanted to call yourself an after all.
Just where's this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
Well, to indicate it with a startling high degree of accuracy, it was right around.
Oh my god, you were fucking a mile away.
That's quite away from the park. Why did you lie?
There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maricatus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all.
But that's ridiculous. It makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. And so I was trying to kill him.
Well, the Ricardo was killed that night.
Well, yes, but no, the line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove it, I lost it that night.
I want to suggest this. That cell phone was dropped in the night of the murder. Those raise considerable suspicions of the connection of the crime.
Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime.
Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Probably. I don't know what the evidence is yet, though.
I know what it is.
Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger hair forehead. Hit it.
There's the scene of evidence that hit it.
The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is...
They actually gave a hint
No.
to it by refreshing you.
Yeah.
That's a side view mirror.
As it so happens, Dr. McCarter's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People's Park, our murder scene. Dr. McCarter's car hit a pedestrian. Was Phoenix Wright hit on purpose? Did Phoenix...
I don't think so.
Did Phoenix just go, I saw this happen, Apollo's got the deal fit, look who stole the car, just like, I fucking set everything up.
As funny as that would be, I don't think so.
What are you trying to say?
From the absence of a mirror, it is clear the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night.
This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. We named this witness as a suspect in the murder of Paul Mercatus.
No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something.
I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Paul Mercatus. That is, other than this.
Okay, that's something that would be most revealing. So it is prepared.
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt. So in other words, I just
See, if
got.
it was if it was Edgeworth or someone, they'd be like, "You stupid defense attorney." But Clavier's like, you know what? Interesting points. Let's see how this goes. At Chung, baby.
Oh, we love Clavier. He's a good man. He's a good man, a good heart, and very pretty face.
However you say his name, I always say it Clavier because I'm wrong. His name means piano. That's all I know.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That night, yes, I went to the supermarket.
Okay.
I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back.
Inside the garage?
And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness a crime. I saw the killer of the victim to stand all as clear as day. It was him I saw the defendant at the scene.
Yesterday, your cell phone was lying in the garage.
Yes, well, as you can see, my mobile phone has a defect. It's given to rolling. It's quite a...
What?
And it rolled right into someone's private garage.
Not to mention, just right under the car itself. Perfectly.
Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please.
That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habit must not be acting up.
Wait, here's a question. Where did he get that bracelet from?
Apollo, good question. We haven't gotten there yet.
Did he get it from Trucy, and then Trucy just kind of like buzzes it when she sees the habit?
No, he's had that bracelet since the beginning.
Did Trucy bug his bracelet?
Do you want me to answer?
No, but that's my crack theory right now.
What's your correct theory? Okay.
That's my crack theory. It might be the correct theory because like she's done some crazy shit already. She's abducted herself. So like this woman's possible to do anything. You know? Maybe she had like bugged him the moment like they left like the defendant lobby. You know? Just kind of bugged him.
I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around.
Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. So you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place?
Well, yes, of course.
Incidentally, the prosecution has received... Oh, well, that's the wrong voice. Oh, yes, there we go. And a little bit of energy. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no reports of this domestic detail.
Mr. Stigler, can you explain yourself?
No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying to get out of the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me.
I'm sure folks will disagree.
Do you think sampling free food counts as a religion?
I mean, when you take communion, right? You're technically getting some free food, right?
What would it take?
In any case, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes.
That's when you pass in front of the Mercatus Clinic.
Why, yes, that's correct.
That's a pretty suspicious pause there.
We told him about his fucking thing. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took that night of the murder.
Of course. Supermarket is here along the main road. On my way back from here, I basically passed the Mercatus Clinic. Probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet while I walked out and aware my loss. And walked into that fateful park.
Which entrance did you enter the park from?
Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Mercatus Clinic.
The same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance.
I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yeah, though I might have missed a track, I could not have missed what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I can't, yeah.
This part of testimony is the key, I know it. Should I press him about the kill of the victim or the noodle stand? You have to remember the noodle stand. I just feel like the noodle stand is the answer, you know what I'm saying?
Quite well, yes. For a student with sciences, keen observation, healthy and curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it.
Remember something quite well. You sure took your time to tell us. Thank you for telling us that noodle stand sells noodle. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice.
What about that sign? Could it be important? Very important. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. Because, if I recall correctly, on this side it says Eldon. On this side it says noodle. He came in from the opposite direction. He came in from the opposite direction. So the sign said noodle. So the sign stand said noodle. It appears that the fence has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Huh. Whenever short on noodles, I sense that you can't match the IVU's cafeteria.
I mean, it probably can, actually.
I'm applied to the school merely for a taste of smart noodles.
Oh my god, I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. So the sign said noodle. You're absolutely sure? Oh, look, he's fiddling with the page. No, never mind, he's not.
Let me be frank, yes. In fact, the word unsure isn't even in my dictionary, nor is the word uncertain, or...
He was wasting time looking that stuff up?
Noodle, where? Like that tells you what you're getting. No nonsense.
A lot more than that, actually.
Why are you smiling like that, Apollo?
I found a contradiction.
Contradiction, baby. Let's go.
And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle.
Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have very good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. You could read the word noodle from at least 30 feet away if it were written on a whole bunch of big sheets of flyer paper. I read without a doubt noodle.
I see.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eye?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? You're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from the spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like if we take a look at it on the stand. Be careful with what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldunes.
Inconceivable! I was sure and definitely said noodles for sure, positive.
I think your professor was wrong about your eyesight.
Why are we so quick to jump to that conclusion? The sign saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you there was one spot from which a sign could be read, one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims?
What?
This is our social spot. We'll just actually do the same location.
Right about here. The witness was standing here on the opposite side.
How do you know that? From the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldon, so as we know.
As we know, however, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh, that's noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and the back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
No, you got me.
So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all.
He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you'll end up going north. On the global scale, directions are utterly worthless. For our meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change?
Changes everything, Apollo.
Trucy?
Remember his testimony from before? But to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading.
Oh no, not this set.
Killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. But the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right?
Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario.
Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, the victim looks in his direction.
It's in the left temple.
Bullet would have to hit his left temple.
Oh, ah!
In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
So what we know now is... So now that we know Mr. Stickler is standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning.
Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fräulein.
What, me?
The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North. Ah! That's where the witness Wesley Stickler was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing to the north, the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself.
Do you think he's panicking?
Nah, he's chill.
Yeah, he's chill, he's chill. He's an IVU student after all, right?
Order.
Wow, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify 1 point for me if you would, Air Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as a real killer. No.
No, please, look aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so.
God, that's like the Redditor fucking playbook, right?
That's what the defense has to say.
What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Fuck! He definitely broke in. Right? He's definitely broken. He definitely broke in.
Do you want a hint?
I would love a hint.
Check the court record. I'm wondering if it will say something on a certain piece of evidence. I will also say that the evidence you needed... Do you want more? Another hint?
Give me a second, give me a second.
Sure.
Is it the fucking bloomers? Did he steal the bloomers? Did he steal the bloomers? How does that make any sense? What the fuck's happening? This is not a clear cut. Like there's no, I don't see the connections here. Am I just dumb?
Well, I mean, where was the phone and where was the bloomers?
I mean, yeah, that's why. I don't think he was a killer, but he's not innocent either. The unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now.
The word confession is in my dictionary.
Herr Forehead, I'm afraid it falls on you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence.
Mr. Stickler, for a crime other than murder.
I know he's guilty of something. What crime is other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Yup.
Yes, what's all you?
I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it.
Listen, it had to come up eventually.
Yeah, but the evidence is this.
What? That woman's underwear.
Hey, those are mine.
Don't say it like that. I was waiting for the panic to set in.
Order. Mr. Strickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock.
Is that what it seems? By Pythagoras' theorem, I swear it!
Pythagorilla. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than Mercatus Clinic garage. Incidentally, those undergarments were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching into the first degree. Goddamn.
Please, hear me out! It's not what it looks like!
Being very defensive there, bud.
Order. Mr. Strickler. You should be ashamed.
It's not... wait...
So, we'd understand that you were silent, not because you were guilty of murder. Because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments.
Perhaps you're not aware my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant.
You could call it an Ivy League school.
Your point.
I'm not done now. I'm a major in the science department. And what does our science teach about curiosity? Yes, we...
Oh no. I don't like where this is going.
Not as bad as you think, but it's still just, oh my god.
No.
Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here.
No, you don't understand. The mystery is the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those...
What? I didn't want to read that. This guy's fucking weird. A tire.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's not as bad as you think, but it's still like, come
It's still
on, dude.
very bad.
I shall pull a tire out of them. But that's not all. First there was a tire, and then a stew pie, then a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic.
Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar.
Huh.
He's talking about my magic I have to say it. He's talking about my magic panties trick.
I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of underwear, it mocks the laws of physics.
A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? What are the doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Strickler, you stole this girl's undergarments to understand a magic trick.
You say undergarments, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are all to the serious study.
I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you?
I'm sorry, but I did it all for science. Each time I spied a pair of
Oh no! Oh no! This is like how season true
lace. Yeah, what was I for once again a lace-hearted?
Totally unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes. The witness claims he saw the crime from the south, but in fact in the north.
Indeed. Well, I won't care to explain why you lied about that.
You might have guessed there, Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Then why did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea?
Apollo. There's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right where Mr. Stickler is standing, isn't there a...
Trash can?
Oh, Mr. Justice, what do you say?
Yup. Yeah, this just shows why he lied. Is this?
We've been collecting.
What more?
How many undergarments are you carrying in your pocket, Air Forehead?
I'm genuinely curious for reasons.
These are the last honest. These are found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, you can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood.
Mr. Stickler, you didn't!
Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel...
So these... your handiwork as well.
At night, I had been chased, hounded into the Mercatus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my pride.
I hate this guy so much. Believe me,
Boy, I miss Walkie. No wonder I was like, man, I remember liking Walkie for some reason. It's because it was like, oh, thank God it's not
this
Stickler
guy
again.
They made it. We're in the office for the girl.
Oh my God.
When I shot him hanging on the clothesline, right?
Oh my God. Apparently he didn't know the bloomers belonged to the mob. Oh my God. I just don't want to voice him right now. I feel dirty voicing him. The murder of Dr. Mercatus.
I put away a scheme, but when I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me?
That's when you disposed of him.
Yes, we were over the progress of science, but one that had to be born.
If anything but a disturbing tale. This brings today's proceedings to I'm more than pleased to dismiss this from the remainder of the trial.
One thing, if I might. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely that the defendant, Walkie Yutaki, was at the scene of the crime. and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing, Walkie-talkie has a clear motive.
Indeed, Defendant Walkie-talkie is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect in fact, assuming there no one else at the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. We request a further investigation to be done by both the defense and prosecution.
Ja, baby. Ja, baby.
Like that one.
Do you like that voice? Ja, baby. Kind
I
of
do
go
like that
this.
voice.
You think I could
It's
do
this-
clavier
it's
like
this-
this? Ja, baby, ja.
I do think you could. Possibly. I'd need to hear more of it, but that Ja Baby was very good.
Ja. Okay, you know what? I'll try that. No problem.
Very well. This brings us to the close. Court is adjourned.
Here, let's see if I can like go to the record real quick just to see if I can find a quick like history line.
I mean, we did get him once.
So we had the Ja baby. See if we got. Let's see what else do we have from him. Regardless
we're-
of where we ended today. So no, I don't like that though. What do you think?
No, that one didn't sound as good. We'll
Ja
find it.
baby. Ja baby. Ja baby. Ja baby.
We'll we'll workshop it.
A workshop Ja baby. No. We're done. All right, guys. I have to workshop Gavin's voice quite a bit. I'm learning it. I've gotten something that I'm comfortable with for now, but like I do want to try to change it up a bit. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the important thing is that like you're comfortable voicing it and it's not like a pain since you're going to be speaking for him a lot.
Yeah.
If it's not like perfect voice acting, oh well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what am I, a fucking voice actor? Anyways, we are going to rate Esri. She is a lovely individual who has been tempting me on my Final Fantasy 14 adventure. She also has a really cute VTuber model, which I think is awesome. So let's go take a look at her. She's playing Mario and the Thousand Year Door. So Paper Mario and the Thousand Years Doors. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube. This VOD will be up on Friday. Nowadays, the YouTube schedule's changed a little bit. Mondays are now Stardew Valley days. Wednesdays are now Monster Hunter days. And Fridays are now Ace Attorney days, with Sundays typically being a mini painting day or something related to tabletop RPGs. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Here's our raid message. And thank you very much for hanging out with me. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everyone!
Bye.